All right, guys, welcome and happy Monday. We are here on this live show between Isa and Julian. We're going to talk about the altcoins and Bitcoin. What are the comparison, the key comparison between Bitcoin and then key altcoins? Are there other altcoins out there that are better than Bitcoin? Let's talk about and see what are some key characteristics that are very interesting for us to note and see if there are better investment than Bitcoin. Isa, take it away. Show us some of the charts that we were discussing last week that are very interesting for our viewers.
Okay, thank you, Juliana. Let me share my screen. And good morning, everyone. So right now we want to go a little bit into the Coin 360 first, just to see what's going on. So everything is red today. There's a few coins like Sol, XRP, Matic, which we've discussed, AAVE, which we've also discussed. Those are the coins that are going green, but for the most part, everything's looking red. And what I want to show again was the Bitcoin dominance, also dropping still. This is a weekly chart, so you can see for the past few months, it's just been dropping in dominance. And if you look at Ethereum, it's just been gaining dominance. But right now, I think we're at the top of the Ethereum dominance. And I think we're going to see a retracement in Ethereum, and people are going to start pulling out from that cycle, from the Bitcoin cycle to the Ethereum cycle to the altcoin cycle, which right here you can see this is the altcoin dominance, and it's just starting to really take off. And this is what I mean about Ethereum and altcoins switching spots. So we should see a continuation up here. But one other thing that I found really interesting in the news, Giuliano, we talked a little bit about, was Bitcoin and Ethereum usage fees are dropping about 70-80% in the market right now. And that's a huge drop. And you can see right here that the Bitcoin and Ethereum, the average transaction cost for Ethereum was $69 at its peak, and now it's down to $20. With Bitcoin, it was around the same, and those fees are really unpredictable. And one thing that I think, in order to have a usable blockchain or some type of use case, you have to have predictable fees so that a business knows what they're dealing with. And what we want to do today was to actually look at this chart, and it shows you the different energy cost, transaction fees, scalability, formal verification, TX confirmation, whether they have smart contracts, whether they have NFTs. And this chart just shows you IOTA, Cardano, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. So we went with Bitcoin is obviously the king right now, and Ethereum is pulling close behind. But then you have some altcoins like IOTA and Cardano, which IOTA is currently my favorite. I think, Giuliano, you really like Cardano, if I'm remembering that correct.
And yeah, that's right. I see some great possibilities of Cardano. It's the new generation out of Bitcoin and Ethereum, but IOTA and Cardano are the game changers over there. Can they take it away, or are we going to see something else? But continue on. Sure. I like your analysis over here.
So right here we've got IOTA starting with 0 fees. It is highly scalable because it's on a directed acyclical graph, and that means it's not on a blockchain. It's some different type of technology that they use, and I'll be talking about another coin in a couple minutes which uses the same type of technology, and I think it's going places. It's got a lot of great things going for it. So if we want to look at the transaction confirmation time, IOTA is 7 seconds roughly, Cardano 60 seconds, 1800 seconds, so about 30 minutes for Bitcoin, and 39 seconds for Ethereum. So we can see that IOTA is definitely winning this category. And yeah, the fees, let's go back to the fees. So 0 for IOTA, 17 cents, or I'm sorry, 0.21 cents for Cardano, which is also very low. It's a good one. But then when you go to blockchains like Bitcoin, you're dealing with $20 fees. You're dealing with $20 fees on Ethereum. If that's the network is actually low. If it gets higher and more people start using it, those fees go up. So it's really unpredictable. I don't think it's something that people can necessarily use just to go buy a cup of coffee. Eventually, they're going to be able to bring these fees down. But in the meantime, we have technology that's already doing it. So these are coins that will create generational wealth. Now, that's not financial advice. We are not financial advisors. but I think these have already gone up so high that the next thing to look at are these right here. Do you have anything you want to add for this as well?
No,
Julian?
that's great analogy over here. I'm just looking at the chart here, and then you can see like side by side the comparison. I like what you're talking about in terms of Bitcoin and Ethereum. The chart shows $20, and that's an average. Maybe it's a minimum, because I have not been able to buy anything with less than $20. At one point, I was looking at fees when the Ethereum network, was busy. It was over $100. That's
Yeah.
just insanity, right? So what does that mean? And I think there's an average of 20% of Americans right now actually looking into and investing in cryptocurrency. Imagine when this number is 50%. Imagine when the whole world is kind of trying to utilize this. This is just not sustainable, right? They are working on that, but I don't see that being fixed anytime soon. So these other technologies are the game changers. We want predictability, So very good analogy, great graph for our viewers out there. Now, you also wanted to talk about HBAR.
Yes. Let me pull up
Give us a
something
little
about HBAR.
Perfect. Yeah, let us show our viewers, if there are all the altcoins out there that are perhaps some good investments and good technology for the future.
Okay, so HBAR, we'll just check out the graph quickly first. And you can see it's got kind of a flag going, bull flag, and then it's been consolidating between this range for a long time, since about March. So we've got some good support, some good resistance, and once this resistance breaks, that's where it's really going to start flying. The thing I want to show you guys with HBAR, for example,
before you go there, Isa, if you go back to the chart, so now, guys, do you remember where did you see a similar chart like this? Which one was doing exactly the same thing for a long time? Isa, do you remember which one was in this exact same formation for a long time that just broke out?
There's been a lot of breakouts. Which one are you thinking?
Cardano. So Cardano
yes.
was not moving for a long time, was in this range consolidation, and then it broke out. People saying that there's not going to break out, they're waiting too long, but HBAR here is doing exactly the same thing. It's consolidating. Once it breaks out, we will see a 100% move to the upside here.
Yeah, easily. Yeah.
Go ahead, take it away.
So yeah, we're going to be looking for volume spikes, but really a continuation of volume is what's going to get this thing out. And a lot of people don't know about HBAR yet, because I think it's number 55 in the coin market cap. But if you look at this paragraph right here, it's a very efficient, it's got a DAG, so they say blockchain here, but DAG, and then it's proof of stake. And for example, it's 600,000 times less energy per transaction than Ethereum, and a whopping 5 million times less than Bitcoin. So to have 5 million times less than Bitcoin, that's just something that caught my interest. And I think that it's going to be a coin that's taken off in the future. They're not getting a ton of attention, but it will. And
now tell me a little bit about this. Now, for people who do not know about HBAR, is this a blockchain? Are we going to, is this comparable to IOTA or ADA that they will have smart contracts as well, or are they just a transaction in a Coinbase?
Sure. So they are comparable to IOTA. They are on a DAG, which is a directed cyclical graph, and basically every time someone, instead of it just being in a straight line, it has more parallel, and they can do things that other things like Bitcoin cannot do. They can do smart contracts, such as like Ethereum. So it is going to be something that people will be using. I believe you can even put ERC20 token smart contracts on top of it. There's going to be a lot of use cases coming.
No, fantastic. That's a great a comparison here, altcoins versus Bitcoin, which ones are actually going to take dominance over here. So we do want to mention to our viewer out there is that, we invest our own money. We don't provide any financial advisor. And we hope that you enjoy this comparison and the side-by-side analogies that we showed to you, on the almost daily basis. And I do want to mention to you that we are in the middle of a bull market, right? But when is this bull market going to end? And is it going to end? Well, I tell you that every bull market comes to the end. Everything comes to an end, right? So we do need to watch out that when greed start taking over the markets, we do need to be careful. And one of the things that we are starting to see, like Shiba coins, SafeMoon, some of these coins, Doge, this some of these coins, they don't have any purpose, like Ethereum, Cardano, Hera, that we talk about. So these coins are making some people millionaires, right? And other people are starting to look into this to see how can they become millionaires as well. So pay attention to what phase of this market are we in, so that you don't be caught under guard. Always do your risk management and be careful when people are being greedy. Be fearful, and when people are fearful, be greedy. What does that mean? Start buying. Don't buy at a peaks. When there's a nice retracement like what we're seeing right now, there's a very nice retracement going on right now. So let's look into some buying. And right now there's so much retracement that is a likelihood, it's a nature for all of us to actually be fearful. But this is the time when there is a retracement that we do want to buy. What I was talking about is, like, if we look at coin market cap, the most visited are Shiba, SafeMoon. So those are the ones that are actually in the news right now, making people millionaires. Dogecoin, people talking about making billions, not even millions, billions out of Dogecoin. So watch out for these things. This bull market is not going to last forever. So look into possibility of retracements, or even like what Isa just pointed out. The hair has been in a nice consolidation for a long time. It just broke out. Actually, it's not breaking out. Cardano was in the consolidation, broke out. I think HBAR over here is about to do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Isa, any final thoughts here before we end for the day?
No, I just want to say I agree with you. Things during a bull market, everything looks good, and that's where you really want to analyze what coins are going to make it out of the bull market and continue. So that's what we really want to try and add value and bring to you guys, are these coins like Cardano, IOTA, HBAR, things that are going to be used as technology, not just a meme or some type of dog image coin. So yeah, I agree.
Perfect. And we'll leave those links below. I know those nice charts that in comparison that Isa pointed out. We'll put the link in our video so you guys can see it and read for yourselves. Also do some Googling yourself, but we leave the links over there so you can see what we have found that was interest for us, and hopefully that will educate all of you as well. All right, guys, Thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.
Thank you, guys.